Welcome back, everyone. I'm Ashley Williams, Archivist at Hagley Museum and Library. Today we will make a recipe tested by the BBDO Test Kitchen for picnic caramel cake by Swansdown. In addition to creating recipes, BBDO's Test Kitchen helped test clients' recipes to ensure their accuracy, taste, and ease of preparation for consumers. Today's recipe, put through its paces in the Test Kitchen, guaranteed glorious success because it used Swansdown flour. But more importantly, it took the guesswork out of cake baking by listing the number of strokes required to properly beat the batter. This simplified vague and seemingly complicated recipes that left homemakers wondering what beat thoroughly means. Swansdown claimed their recipe was tested by home cake makers, giving the impression that everyday women, like the ones who purchased Swansdown cake flour, enjoyed consistent success with the recipe. According to the BBDO-shaped ads, all the typical housewife had to do was just follow the directions exactly and they'll get a cake beyond their happiest dreams. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to make a cake that will be beyond my happiest dreams. In the bowl, I have a half cup of shortening that I've stirred just to soften a little. To this, we'll add 2 cups sifted Swansdown cake flour, 2 1/4 teaspoons of baking powder, and 3/4 teaspoon of salt, and 1 cup and 2 tablespoons of sugar. Then add 2/3 cup milk and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract and mix until all the flour is damp. Now beat for 300 strokes by hand. $297, $298, $299, $300. Now we'll add 2 eggs, and a half cup of chopped nuts. Today we're using walnuts. Then beat for another 150 strokes. $148, $149, and $150. Now you'll pour it into greased pans. Today I'm using 2 8-inch round pans. Then they'll bake in the preheated 350-degree oven for 35 to 40 minutes. The cakes have been cooling for about 5 minutes, so now it's time to get them out of the pans. So while these finish cooling, we'll make the frosting. In a saucepan, you have a half cup or 1 stick of butter melted. To that, we'll add 1 cup of firmly packed brown sugar, and stir over low heat for a couple of minutes. Then add a 1/4 cup of milk and bring the mixture to a boil. Once it comes to a boil, turn off the heat and remove it and let it cool for a few minutes. Now that our caramel has cooled for a few minutes, we can add the powdered sugar. You want to add about 1 3/4 cups to 2 cups, but you'll go kind of based on how it looks. That's about the consistency I want. So the frosting's ready to go, our cakes are just about cooled, and then it's time to assemble the cake. We'll use about half the frosting in between the layers. Put the other layer on top and repeat the process. And if you have enough frosting, be sure to get the sides as well. As you can tell, I'm not a professional cake decorator. But I think this looks about good, so let's give it a try. This cake has smelled really good baking, and the frosting also smells amazing. It has a really nice caramel. So baking it as a layer cake, they're a little bit thinner layers, so you could bake it in a 9x9 pan and have a bit thicker cake. That's really nice. The frosting has a very nice caramel flavor to it. The cake with the nuts add a little bit of a crunch, so it's not all soft. And the way the cake's baked today has a nice crisp, but not burned exterior to it. This would be good to take to your next picnic. I hope you have enjoyed learning about the picnic caramel cake from Swansdown Flour. Thanks for watching.